back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be unboxing two of those like mystery blind box balls. I'm going to be opening the Miniverse Appliance Series 2 one, as well as the Mini Brands Create Edition Krispy Kreme. I'm gonna start by unpacking the Miniverse Make It Mini Appliance Edition. So this is the one I'm hoping to get, the pink snow cone machine. I'm not too sure, as I haven't opened one of these before, if the one that's actually displayed on the front is the one you're going to be getting, or it's just showing options of what you could be getting. I've seen a few videos of these mini brands and the Make It Mini Miniverse ones, and I've actually seen that a lot of these are quite well doll sized. So I went to the shop and I had a look, and there is so many. Like, when I tell you the selection is huge, you definitely have to check it out. Here's me trying to get the satisfying peel, and it was not working, unfortunately, so I was just like, you know what, let me just rip into this. But I'm actually really excited. There was different ones like Make It Mini Plants, Make It Mini a bunch of different foods, so this will definitely be a new thing that I will be collecting. Here's me struggling to unpackage it again, but I got there eventually. With this Make It Mini Appliance one, there is a cupcake making one, a snow cone making one, a soft serve making one, and a cotton candy making one. And as you can see here, I got the snow cone one in pink, which I'm so happy about. You can see that it is a little bit small for American Girl doll scale, but it still works. So maybe not like one that American Girl dolls would use if they were like running a shop or something, but if you were like to have your own machine, I guess this kind of like makes sense size-wise for the dolls. I was a bit confused with how everything was packaged up. I was like, does this not come with everything? Is there certain things I need to buy? But it actually did come with everything. And then here is, I guess, the ingredients that are going to be used to make the snow cones with. So we have this little bag of ice, and this is so cute. It has like a little clip that's like one of those bread clips on the top of it. This is so precious, and this looks like a real bag of ice, and there's a little penguin on the front. And then we actually have the blue Raz, so this is actually what makes the snow cone the actual color blue. We have a little nozzle for that sauce, and then we have the silver like scooping spoon for the snow cone. And then here we have the utensils that are going to be used to help make the actual snow cones. So first we have this silver serving spoon, and then we have two clear yellow spoons that are to be put into the snow cones. And then we have the two little like yellow bowls that are for the actual snow cones to go inside of. These are quite small for scale for American Girl dolls, but once again, they still will work. And then we have this little shaved ice container. This is what you put the ice in after you have like crushed it. Then we have this clear acrylic stand for the actual snow cones, which I think this is quite a nice little addition. Now we're going to be opening the Miniverse Create Edition Krispy Kreme one. This one I'm super excited for. All of the combos are like you can get a drink and a donut, so I think that's really smart. I think out of both of the two, I think this one will be more to scale of the actual American Girl dolls. Here you can see all the options of the drink and donut combo that you can get. So my favorites definitely have to be, I'd say number 6, number 8, and probably number 3 as well. I wouldn't say any of them are bad though, they're all pretty cute. Okay, so here we have the whipped cream, which is giving me clues as to which one it will be. So I know it won't be number 3. And here's a super big giveaway. It says frozen caramel latte, and now I know what drink I will be making. And then there's also some white icing, which will be for the donut. There is one of those frosting nozzles for the icing. And then lastly, there is some caramel drizzle. And now we know which one we are going to be making. So from here, I've narrowed it down, and I know that we're going to be making number 6. You can tell from the caramel drizzle, the icing, and the cup. And it comes with a little Krispy Kreme donut box. This is so cute. It actually opens and closes, and this is really good quality. Everything's actually been really good doll size so far, so that's pretty good. And then we have a little Krispy Kreme baggie. This is literally the exact same one you get when you actually go to Krispy Kreme. And then inside is the plain donut that I will be decorating. In the last bag, there are some little red tongs. This will be used to like put the donut in and out of the bag, I think. And then the little UV light. This is so cute. It looks like a Krispy Kreme hat that they wear. So I think this is like a nice little touch, and this is something that I keep for any other UV projects, so this is pretty good. Some sets like this don't actually come with a UV lamp, rather say that you should just leave it outside for a bit. Then we come with some like kind of like Oreo crumbs, I believe. And like all these containers are just so realistic and so cute, so I'll definitely be keeping them even after I do the project. And then lastly, it comes with the green iconic straw. So yeah, we know it is number 6 now, and I'm actually really excited because that's one I really wanted to do. First, I'm going to start by taking the latte sauce and opening it up and then actually just pouring it all into that glass. One thing I realized after doing this that I wish I kind of knew, I wish I poured a little bit of that sauce at the bottom, then stuck the straw in, then poured the rest of the sauce, whereas I just poured all the sauce and then I added the straw at the end, so it kind of left a weird little bubble on the side, and then now there's just like a gap to where the straw is laying up against the glass. See, you can see there's like a little bubble on the side where I actually put the straw in, and then it made like a weird little indentation where the bubble popped where it was like about to be cured, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. And then I cured the drink because it says that you're supposed to like cure it every like step of the process. Now I'm going to start with the donut, so I'm just taking the white icing and I'm going to pour it on top of the donut, as in like a kind of glazed donut. You can kind of see in this frame where I added too much around the center of the donut, so it started dripping in, and then you couldn't actually see the hole through the donut, so I was having a little bit of trouble with this. So what I would recommend is, if you were doing this, put the icing around like the outer rim of the actual donut and add a lot less than you think, because it drips so fast. The fact that it's hot right now definitely doesn't help, but yeah, the icing kept on just dripping down and it did not look good. What I was doing, as you can see, is I was taking toothpicks and like little skewers and things, and even like a cotton swab at some point, but that really didn't work. And I was just trying to like get the icing out from the center, because I knew once I had cured it, it would just set like that and there'd be no going back. Okay, so here I am taking the little crushed Oreos and I'm gonna sprinkle it on the top. Now, this is kind of where it all went downhill. There was a point where I think I should have just like left it and stopped and not added more, but I thought, oh, why not? I'll just add a little bit more so it looks a little bit more full. I don't want it to be sparse. So yeah. And then I don't know what made me think this, but I poured the rest of it all on top of the donut. So this, because it was sticky on the inside from the icing that was originally there that I had wiped off, made all of the little crushed Oreos stick to it. So I wasn't really loving it at this point, but I thought, you know what, I might do the drizzle, it might fix it. Yeah, no. So here I'm doing the drizzle. The nozzle for this is very wide, so I would have preferred if they somehow like maybe cut it a little thinner or something, but you can see when I'm drizzling this, I'm trying not to squeeze too hard because I really don't want it to be like a big glob, and I really don't need any more on the inside of that donut. But because of that, it's all separating, and let me tell you, that does not look appetizing. So I got to a point now where I was like, this looks hideous. I don't even want to keep this. So I just thought, let me just literally remove it all and start from the beginning. Which I had enough of that white glaze, so I just decided, you know what, why not? There's nothing wrong with the glazed donut. At least I learned my lesson for next time. If I am to add that little crushed like Oreo, I won't add as much. And I also need to make sure to put that icing on the outer rim, as you can see I'm kind of doing here, and make it buildable. So add a little bit, wait for it to set, wait for it to drip a little bit down, then add more. And tell me that doesn't look a whole lot better. I definitely made a big mess, but at least it's something that I'll actually get use out of, and then I can actually have as a prop for my American Girl dolls. Here I am taking the Krispy Kreme UV light, doing the same thing that I did with the drink. Now, since everything went wrong with the donut, I was a little bit scared in all honesty, but I took the Krispy Kreme icing and then I took the nozzle off and changed it with the frosting tip. I really did a great job of showing you absolutely nothing in this clip, so what I wanted to do, what my goal was to kind of do like layers of the icing so that it was like more buildable and so that I could like not go overboard like I did with the donut and then regret it. So I did a bottom layer to kind of have like a flat base of the icing, Here's where you can kind of see that little bubble that the straw had left, but it's not that big a deal. And then here I actually ended up doing it off camera, but I added the little swirl and I was actually really happy with this. Now, once again, because of all the donut drama, I was really nervous to add the caramel drizzle, but I knew that it would really like enhance the look of this, and look how good it looked. Once again, I didn't do it on camera. I think I was just too scared, and I kept on getting my hand in the camera anyways, and here I am curing it with the UV once again. Now onto the snow cone machine. So I actually watched a couple of videos on this because I was like a bit confused and like if you even needed to use this machine or not. So what you do is you like lift the pink lid up and then you add a few scoops of the snow cone, like the ice that was in that little bag, and then you spin this around, which actually crushes it into like smaller little chunks. So technically you don't need to do this, but it does make it look more realistic once you've made the snow cones if you do this. Then out of nowhere I decided, oh, why don't I make an AG TikTok? And I filmed this on TikTok. So the rest of the clips of the snow cone are absolutely terrible. I won't let this happen again, but here I am just like refilling the snow cone machine, and then you just repeat that process a few times, and then once you have all the little ice pieces all broken down, you pour that into a bowl, you mix the little blue icing with it, you just mix it up and then put it in the snow cone little cups and then cure it. I found that actually using the UV light that I got from the Krispy Kremes to cure this actually didn't work as well as just like putting it outside. I tried to cure it for a bit, but it just didn't seem like it was getting any firmer, so I guess for this one it is better to put it out in the sun. Maybe that's why it doesn't come with a UV lamp. And here's the final result of the Krispy Kreme. So as I said, I will be keeping all the little like icing bottles and the tongs and all the things like that because they're such cute little props. Like this, what you get for your money is actually a great deal, especially considering this comes with the UV light. And here's the snow cone set. I had so much extra snow cone that I actually left it in the bottom of the snow cone machine, as you can see. I think it makes it more realistic, as if the dolls are actually making the snow cones then and there. Honestly, I'm so happy with both these sets. I think they have so much play factor. It's actually really fun making them, and it's also great because, as I said, you get to keep the little bits after, like the snow cone machine and the tongs and the icing bottles. So this is great fun, and I would say these scale quite well with American Girls as well, so it would be great for AGIG. Let me know if you have any recommendations of the Make It Mini or Miniverse that I should try next, that either you've tried or you want to see me try. Please go check out the TikTok that I actually made of the snow cone machine. I will link it down below, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Bye!